Alright. Stream is a go-go. Is a go-go. There we go. It works. Where the fuck is the goddamn... Switch, captions, experimental. I don't want the captions. Where the fuck is the goddamn chat? Chat's supposed to be here. Dang it. Okay, this is actually a problem, but like the fucking chat is supposed to show up here. How do you open it again? Advanced. Show source toolbar. That one. Switch to scene, how to go. Don't need any of those. I just want to know how the fuck to show the stream, please. Show the fucking chat, please. What's so difficult about that? That chat just isn't showing up for some fucking reason, so I'll have to grab my phone and just put it in front of me again. Mobile live feed. What the fuck just happened? Random spooky noises, apparently. Turn on it. Maybe that'll actually work then. There we go. Reconnecting to chat. God fucking damn it. Activity feed. Still reconnecting to chat. This is actually a problem. Huh? Looks like the stream channel. What is happening? People are dancing. Help? Du lost mig med der rygge. Kusch. Wenn's mal so kommst. Well, hello there! Ja, bitte lebe ich einsparen! Anyways, why the fuck am I being danced to death? I sure would love to know. Well, that's actually a first-time viewer. Well, hello there. I wish the fucking phone would work, but no, it doesn't. Because fate actually hates me, apparently. Oh well. I should probably start here. Continue. I should probably update the stream info as well. There we go. Like, Dancing with the Beast in Vienna is nice and all that, but I'm currently not playing at the end. Load data? Why, yes, I would love to. Anyways, since I'm sick, I do have to take my medicine. Nah, it's probably fine. There's a lot of dropped frames though, apparently. Like 50% of frames are being dropped. What's the armor I got here? Whoops. Oh, I already went on a buying spree here. It seems. Should probably get the mithril blade for him at some point. Fairy dress would actually be better if I so I should probably like save up for that. War staring, that's an additional defense. Fire staring, that's additional attack. It's additional speed, it's additional HP. That's just one more attack again. God fucking damn it. Apparently someone is going to try to invade here for cider, so I have to prepare myself. Not for cider, it's mead. I'm being retarded. Whew. I should actually check sometime if I'm gonna stream now. Alright, continue with Twitch. Authorize.
Was that about an invasion?
Get the fuck away from me!
Ich hab Internet benutzen lassen.
Huh?
Ich hab dich mal Internet benutzen lassen.
Ah, ja. Und du nimmst das hier Großglasel, gell?
Das ist das erste, was ich erwischt hab.
Hau ab.
Das Satans.
Ja. Now that I've been robbed, what the fuck is this actually? Gotta love that mead. Now we should probably actually check out the townsfolk here.
The woman frowns deeply, claiming the cakes she bought for her beloved furball have all been eaten by someone else.
Sounds like a her problem. That's her furball.
Quiet furball sits with crumbs around its mouth. The child says his monster friend left the village suddenly to go back home. He claims the headman told him that he could go home when he grew up too. The little orc child pouts, but I don't know where my home is.
That is
You
a
ask the
fur
old
ball.
man if he knows anything about the dragon. No, sir, he answers. All I know is that it brings more trouble to this already troubled world. But our headman is a wise and worldly man. He might know something, he remarks, pointing at a house not far away.
Ask Unionville's headman what he knows of the dragon. Yes, go to the elder's house. I could have imagined that that's what they want me to do. No,
The
it's
little
goblin.
goblin sulks as he gazes upon the withering flowers he tried so desperately to take care of.
Alright.
He looks at you with tears in his eyes, silently begging you for help.
They use something to save the wilting flowers. Water.
They must be thirsty, you think to yourself. Then douse the flowers and... Stop, stop! The goblin shrieks angrily. If it were that easy, the goblin says, he would have done it himself.
Okay, give him some salve.
You pour the salve onto the flowers, and they stand up tall. The goblin cries out in happiness and thanks you for your help. He then holds something out to you.
Mysterious card 5. That should make the fifth one.
The goblin stares lovingly at the beautiful flowers and gobbles them up. Healthy flowers are the tastiest, he proclaims in glee. Did he grow those flowers just to eat them?
Now then, owned cards, items. It's probably in key items, actually. I'm fucking retarded. Key items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We got them all, boys. We got them all, lads. Who dis?
A young boy wanders up to your group in wide-eyed wonder. You surmise his curiosity stems from the lack of travelers visiting the village. You realize you are right when he assails you with questions about your origins and adventures. The Inquisition leaves you exhausted.
You fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Simple Boy's flip side story. Why, let's go ahead and take a look at what messed up realization we've got about this young fella. That's skills. That's not what I wanted. Fuck. That's skills again! Fuck! Characters, thank you. Now that's the young boy. This little boy loves climbing trees. Just you watch. Today he's gonna climb the big tree in the square. That's inspect, not flip it over. This little boy loves his big sister. Today he's gonna climb a tree to have a look-see in his sister's room. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We have her flip side story already. We've already seen that. Read that one. Already read that one. Already read that one. Already read that one. Already read that one. I don't think I have any other ones for these yet. Yeah.
However does your mouth become so filthy, Mr. Flobby? Sighs the girl as she wipes the slime clean. Clearly embarrassed, Mr. Flobby murmurs, "That's not my mouth."
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
The little orc child is engrossed in a fairy tale. The title reads, The Legend of the Dragon. You take a peek into the picture book and come across a passage that piques your interest.
Defeated by the king's army, the dragon hid itself away.
To where, you wonder? Then recall that this is merely a fairy tale. The village headman is a renowned gourmet, and rumor has it he only dines on the finest foods.
I'll call it right now. The village headman eats monsters.
The man says he wishes he too could have such a lavish meal just once in his life. His deep desire for delicacies only growing with time.
You've filled certain requirements and unlocked average man's flip side story. What we got on the average man? What kind of dirt? No day passed that he didn't wear his hair or arrange his clothes just the way she liked. She was the prettiest girl in the village, and one day he was sure he'd notice him. For long the village was full of men who dressed the same and wore their hats the exact same way. She ceased to be able to tell any of them apart. Yikes.
Wow, a new friend, and so big, too, the furball exclaims in glee as it rushes over to Mar. Mar stares off into the distance as the furball snuggles up to his leg. For some reason, Ridis joins in on the cuddling. Lately, a suspicious man cloaked in black has been seen wandering about the village outskirts. The old woman looks at Melanie and remarks that he was dressed just like her.
Looks like Melanie's up to something. That's not good. What the item shop got? Let's see, joke box, zap smoke, and bellwether. Nothing really that revolutionizing. Oh, item shops. Item shop girls, flip side story. What kind of dirt we got on her? She was a quick hire. Her gentle disposition was sure to attract a few more customers, they figured. No one was prepared for the crush of customers that ensued. Her hiring was ultimately a failure. The damage brought by her carelessness far outweighed the profits and left the store in shambles. So it's basically just her, but without the fucking... Do actually the others change? No. No, only her. It seems. Only the shopkeepers, at least. Apothecary. The Froster. Pepper Upper Serum. Invigorant. Protectorant. Expire Elixir. Probably want to have like at least 3 of these. And like 3 of these. Not really too worried about poison, since poison is just, you know, heal it. I don't want to like start losing more HP because of fucking... Because I'm fucking frozen or paralyzed. Probably going to the inn.
Any travelers with magical little critters can stay for free. the innkeeper informs you. It appears the headman's long-standing pronouncement on the welcoming of all magical creatures also applies to you and your party.
Nice to know that incasts just aren't a thing in this game.
Travelers, you hear a voice call from somewhere. Down here, at thy feet, you look down to see a small clump of fur by your boots. The clump of fur speaks. I am Lappy, and I should like to journey forth with thee. Lappy the furball looks at you with amiable expectations.
How do you respond? Makes it think we'll be in friend. Alright, let the adventure begin.
Of course, the more the merrier, you exclaim, pumping your fist energetically into the air. But Melanie coldly interjects, no, I can't trust monsters. Thoroughly rejected by Melanie, Lappy bursts into tears. Lappy says he has no friends because of his aged face and speech. All alone, he decided to leave the village on a journey. Your party is silenced by the crying child with the face of a grown man. You tell Melanie to be nice and quip that both she and Lappy could use a friend. Exhausted from arguing with you, Melanie half-heartedly agrees. Fine, we can be friends.
Nice that the main character is like the voice of reason for once instead of I want money!
However, she says that they are on a dangerous journey to defeat the dragon. As such, they cannot take a child with them. Lappy leaps up and hugs her in his excitement, exclaiming, "Thou hast made me so happy."
Looks like Melanie and Lappy became friends.
Till next time, Melanie says, peeling Lappy off of her and placing him on the ground. Though she thought all monsters to be evil, Melanie feels that the ones here are different. Finally, a friend.
That furball is gonna be weird about being friends. I don't like the look on his face.
But before you can speak, the man suddenly introduces himself as the village headman. He laughs, then shamelessly praises his own village as being wondrous and peaceful. "And who are you?" he asks. After explaining that you are on a quest to defeat the dragon, the headman invites you to rest your feet a bit in his village. He says that he had heard rumors of the dragon when he traveled the world. "You must be tired from your journey. Have a seat. I will have my chef prepare a feast," the headman says, then claps his hands twice to summon a stewardess. Extravagant dishes that you have never seen before are placed on the table before you, each one looking more delicious than the last. "You're drooling," Melanie scowls. You hadn't even noticed. You wipe your mouth with your sleeve, then gasp as you turn to Mar. Perhaps in an attempt to hold himself back, Mar is gnawing on the table corner. There, we'll eat soon," you reassure Mar while gently stroking his head. The doors fly open in the next instant, and a girl runs in. With tears in her eyes, she tells you that her dear companion, Mr. Flobby the Slime, is missing. The headman's eyes go wide in surprise. "We must find that slime right away," he says anxiously. "You are starving, but it doesn't look like you'll be able to partake of the feast before you because of Mr. Flobby's disappearance."
We'll look for it.
"We will find your slime, and then we feast," you add quietly. Melanie reminds you that you are here to get clues about the dragon from the headman. What's the difference? Literally everything. Hunger taking its toll, you two begin to argue. "Brave heroes," the headman interjects, then bows his head. "Would you please find her slime?" It appears the story has hit a standstill until you find the missing Mr. Flobby. You need to hear the whole story from the young girl.
Find out what Mr. Flobby's friend has to tell. Down we go.
The girl sobs, wailing about the missing Mr. Flobby. Melanie places her hand atop the girl's head and promises that your party will find her companion. The girl then hands something to Melanie. It looks like the muddy handkerchief she used to wipe Mr. Flobby. She asks Melanie to wipe Mr. Flobby with it after you find him.
You received handkerchief.
Regardless, looking aimlessly outside the village would be a waste of time. You decide to collect more information in the village.
Ask good people of Unionville for hints as to Mr. Flobby's whereabouts.
Having no interest in children's picture books, you continue on your way. She says she saw a suspicious man in black with a slime outside the village not long ago. She claims they went northwest together.
Northwest.
Did
okay.
that man take Mr. Flobby? You resolve to leave the village in search of the pair.
Northwest, okay. Make your way northwest of Unionville. Yes. Northwest, so down here. Roughly in this direction, I guess. An enemy appears. Or just pour myself another glass. Captain's card. Add 3 wind damage dealt by all enemies and allies. Big damage. An enemy appears. How can I murder you today? With fire! Okay, understood. Dark damage. No. Yeah, what is that? Nice. Then we do the fire thing. And crit, and kill. Fortunate. Although I think a mix between Mars attack and the poison probably would have killed it anyways. Event.
You journey onward, only to see a suspicious-looking elder appear before you, a bottle of medicine dangling from his waist. He proclaims himself a man of medicine who has discovered a revolutionary new curative. He would have one of your... There's no harm in trying it, he boldly claims. Well?
Will someone test this brew? I'm a fucking...
You take the
Chug it.
stranger at his word and drink one of the bottles dry. You gradually begin to feel quite ill. The world spins. You feel yourself coming unmoored. The doctor of sorts eyes the now empty bottle. Well now, drinking it all at once is a fine way to poison yourself, he tells you. Should have led with that, you try to say, but it comes out sounding more like...
Took 10 damage! Chest found! Ring of Protection. This is actually quite nice. Just a free Ring of Protection. I'm not gonna complain about that. Does anyone not have a ring? No, everyone does have a ring. Same for him. Namaste ring. An enemy appears. I think I may actually walk along the beach. Oh, not one of those fuckers. Decrease water damage dealt to all allies and enemies by 3. Aqua Rock. Poison the fucker immediately, please. Thank you.
That was lucky.
As it was lucky. Now shut the fuck up, please. Now if I use that on him, he should be dead the next round. He is dead now. Water jet. We take -3 damage from water attacks, actually, buddy. That was not the smartest thing you could have chosen there. Death to all trees. Need level ups? Oh, that is good information! That is good information! Backup members still get experience! Fuck yes! Thank you! I hate it when backup members don't get experience in video games. It's so annoying. Actually, wait, I wanted to walk along this beach. An enemy appears. I was hoping for an event, but sure, I guess.
About the enemy.
On it. That death? That death. Nice. It was weak. I remember correctly. This game is very fun in my opinion. Treasure discovered. Well, you won't see me saying no to that. You got a zap smoke at 5 bolt damage. It would actually be very useful if you got like a fucking water boss that's weak to electricity at some point. that beach. Only a suspicious looking elder with medicine. Oh, I've been trying it. Brew doesn't do a brew. Melanie.
Melanie's face twists in disgust, but she soon relents. Here's hoping this does something useful, she mutters, and takes a swig. Melanie begins blinking furiously. I think I have a new power, she says, her voice quaking. The doctor of sorts is positively giddy with excitement at his success. It seems whoever quaffs this brew gains access to special powers.
Heal light, restore 6 HP to target. That's actually quite useful. Did that not have any gem costs? Hold the fucking phone. Did that not have gem costs? I didn't mean to switch party members. Oh, it actually does have gem costs. That immediately makes it worse. Also, turns out thunderstorm is actually not that useful to me. Right now, at least. So I'll actually, like, fuck it, just get the heal, grab the heal light, and until there's like enemies that actually come in big in numbers. That's chest.
Let's do this.
Would you look at that? A large amount of enemies. Where that AoE would have actually been quite helpful. God, this game is better with Kinect. Fire, the treant, of course. Please crit. I said please crit. Intimidate. Fuck. Card deflected with magic down, have lower defense. Defense down, have lower defense. Never would have guessed that. Never. Not in a million years. Please murder it. That's not murdering it. That's a mild inconvenience. I don't like the amount of damage. 8, it's poisoned. Dissolve yourself, please. That actually would have killed her. Good thing I healed. Body slam him. There we go. That's the death I wanted. Crit again. I would have killed him earlier if he did it there.
Oh?
Oh, it's okay. The poison always hurts him on her turn. That's actually good to know. Oh, ogre enemy story. Now give me that chest. That's what I call a chest. Ha ha ha. I'm funny, aren't I? I'm gonna go back to town real quick. Well, yes, I do think I want to go back to Unionville.
Here to stay the night? The innkeeper asks the moment you set foot in the inn.
Now then. We got the one for him. Nope. You have the one for him. Wish there was some kind of sort of indication for which one you got them before you actually like clicked on them. By violent, yeah, I'm not gonna read that. The careless manner with which ogres brandish their large stone axes makes them very dangerous indeed. Most monsters flee the instant they hear an ogre's footfall. Ogres spent their days endlessly training deep in their caves, lest their compatriots mock them for being too scrawny. Creatures of all sorts flock to these gentle giants of the forest, no doubt thanks to the pleasing warmth emanating from the energy stored within their hollows. Treants draw a steady stream of energy from the earth. So steady, in fact, forests of these animated trees have been said to bleed the land dry, leaving naught but barren wastes. Already read that one. Haven't unlocked that one yet. This one is also called Treant. This one's called Sapling Treant. Umbral Goblin. Armed Slime. Green Fungo. Yeah, as opposed to red Fungo. Oh yes, I do think I'll be leaving. Nameless Shrine. So that's probably where the slime actually is. But hey, I don't give a shit. I want to explore. I think this slime's gonna be weak to electric because it's carrying a sword and shield. Nope, still weak to fire. That does deal 40 damage. Greatest level up. New ability. New ability. Ready, aim, fire. Add 10 to your own attack for 2 turns. Arm slimed enemy story. Number goblin. Not golem. Goblin. Anyways, skills. Oh, she didn't have enough skills. She just already has that one. Okay, so I think we all agreed that the setup for bosses now is freeze the boss, use ready aim fire, give her one of the items that adds to her damage, that most likely the one that's weak to the boss, then use quick shot. I think we've got a strategy now. Chest. Yes, I would like to open that. 1,000 gold? Why, how... Fuck. How kind of you. That's rocks all over on the coast. Happens it's called at 3 wind damage down by all allies and enemies. I don't think I appreciate the amount of enemies currently on screen. 21 damage, 15 damage. Just a quick shot. Should kill. Should have been more. kill. I can't use rolling claw. Could actually kill. No. Okay, I think I misunderstood that happenstance card. It's not that attacks just deal an additional amount of damage of the type wind. It's actually like, okay, you now have like a boost to your damage if you deal that damage type. Kinda disappointing, really. Oh well. Nothing you can do about it. I can't complain about this fucking enemy composition though. Murder! Alright, still need to check out the flip side stories. Fire this guy. Just body slam this guy. Oh, crit. Nice.
That was lucky.
It was. Furious Swing. That's a lot of damage. He's probably worried about Melanie's defense a bit. I want to go to town and buy her stronger armor. He has like an attack boosting ring right now. Might actually want to get rid of that and give her a ring of protection instead. Yeah, here we go. Poison stay ring. I may actually want to give her that instead. She deals plenty of damage by abusing weaknesses. So I don't feel there's a need for the one added attack. Actually, it'll be far more useful to me if she doesn't die. You know, that thing that you try not to do if you're an adventurer. Anyways, we got everything in. Now we go down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. Except it's not the bottom of the sea. It's just the bottom of the map. Event.
You were surprised to find a merchant selling goods in a place like this.
Yeah, peek inside.
You decide to take a look, and the merchant welcomes you energetically. These are my unsold wares. I would be happy to sell to you for a fraction of the price, the old woman says as she lines up some medicine bottles before you.
Oh, that is actually fantastic. Dispeller, Unsealer, Pep Rubber, Invigorant. Thinks I'll take like a few of these. Bye. Thank you. And I'll also like buy a few of these. Like 4, I guess. Actually, I now need. Hold on.
I'm closing for the day, she announces
sell
as she
here.
packs up her goods. It seems you won't be able to do any more shopping here.
And Spirit Elixir. Now I only have 2 open slots. Hello there. Vent.
An armor-clad knight stands, exuding an extraordinarily powerful aura. The knight faces you and asks, "Might you be challengers?" But after sizing you up for a long moment, his shoulders slump and he mutters, "No, you are not yet ready. Grow strong, young ones," he says, then returns to standing in silence. It appears he awaits a stalwart warrior to challenge him.
Okay, so basically, we're still too much of a bitch ass to fight him. Good to know. I'm going to destroy him at the soonest convenience. First off, sleep. Second off, armor. So, what we've got to sell? Nah, I'm gonna keep that. What about items? Any items I don't need? Like 1 salve, 3 quality salves, 3 curatives, 3 defrosters, 2 pepper uppers, 5 inspire elixirs, 4 invigorants, 1 protectorant, 2 oil pots, 1 zap smoke. Yeah, it's like 5 to like a certain damage they take this turn. That's actually infinite less useful. I'm gonna sell like 1 inspire elixir. Then of like all the oil pots and zap smoke. Nah, I'll be buying. Maybe I'll be buying a fairy dress for Melanie. Buy and equip. And he's all set. Yeah, get the Mistral Blade. Even if he's like not currently active party, I'm still gonna like keep him decked out if I can. It's just like least priority. No, I'll be selling the gear I don't need anymore. Namely, the mercenary sword and the adventurer's attire. That should be a deal. Deal. Enemy appears. It's just the... I still need to check their fucking story, god dang it! Mar actually has like less defense than these two now. I don't know how to feel about that. That's doing enough to kill. Repairs. What's we've got now?
And fight.
And fight. Triple damage on him. Not enough to kill. Decidedly. Fine. On him. And then she crits. Typical.
Excellent.
It's open for a crit, but okay. You know, I actually don't know if it's a good idea to drink alcohol while, like, feeling slightly sick, but hey, here I am. Oh, we also get the train side, flip side story now. So I guess it's good that we waited, so we don't have to, like, check for every little bit. These slimes have learned how to wield human weaponry. Most all who have taken them lightly have paid with their lives. Well, learned to wield is perhaps overstating things. They simply primarily attack by ramming their... They still primarily attack by ramming their gooey bodies into the enemies, but now they do so while brandishing a sword. Activated by violence, Umbral Goblins relish using weapons that maim their enemies and are said to be elated by the sound and sensation of cracking their enemies' bones. It seems incessant bullying from their supposed mates is what snapped these goblins. Perhaps humans are not the only ones preoccupied with fitting into society at large. Okay, so these guys are literally just bullied. When they show up, all the other kids with their pumped up kicks starts playing. Oh, it was bad. Treants are the tender, loving elders of the forest, well versed in the laws of nature, yet itinerant, never staying in any one forest long enough to put down roots. When treants cross paths on their travels, they each break off a branch to graft onto one another. Thus are the memories of the rings on each branch passed down and preserved. That is actually not that messed up. It's actually quite interesting world building. Fucking... mountains. Hate them. Abolish all mountains.
Let's do this.
Commented. Oh, it's still that one. I haven't responded to comments today. Fuck. The last 9 was not even necessary for that one. He's already dead after the first 3 hits. Ooh, new ability. Charge spell. Generate 2 gems. Well, how can I say no to that? That would honestly be better if it wasn't like on another character. 800 gold. I'll take that. That's just more path. Man, I hate mountains. Fuck all mountains. Event! It's the Elder from before. Ridis, take a swig.
Ridis remarks that she's been feeling thirsty. She snaps
no,
up
she
the
also gulps
bottle
it down
and happily
completely.
gulps. Ridis's nose begins to twitch. She begins furiously sniffing the air around her. Has the brew heightened her sense of smell? Is it turning her into a dog? Both? She trots off, only to return sometime later from a great distance away with something in her hands. She tosses it toward you. Your eyes gradually focus on the bomb? It's a bomb! Has she gone mad? Despite your abject panic, you somehow manage to softly pluck the bomb out of the air and prevent it from obliterating the party.
Yes, indeed, here we go once again. Here we are, I mean. You joined just as we had one of our party members throw a bomb at everyone else. Fun times, you know? I hate mountains.
A monster appears. Rather, you approach it, because the poor thing's paralyzed from head to toe. You may be able to aid it by administering some curative.
Help the poor thing.
You take pity on the creature and administer. Able to move once more, it makes a clumsy attempt at a bow, and then it is gone.
Why am I so kind to these monsters? I'm just such a good Samaritan.
You come across two men sitting on a rock. They take no notice of you or the party, but you can hear.
Whoops.
Listen in and deduce that they are a pair of thieves. You lean in, trying to hear what else the thieves are talking about. You catch pieces of the conversation here and there. Listen, about that loot. Head south from the harbor and cross the mountains.
South from the harbor, cross mountains. South from harbor, cross mountains. South from harbor, cross mountains. South from harbor, cross mountains.
It sounds like they've just told you where to find their stolen loot. You hastily grab a scrap of paper, write down what you've heard, and quietly sneak away.
Head south from the harbor and cross the mountains. I assume the harbor is somewhere down here. And then it appears. Quick shot the goblin. Fire the slime. You didn't have to murder it like that! Come on! Barbaric! Unbelievable. Unbelievable techers. Event. Immediately after.
Pick up a scrap of paper dropped by some manner of monster. It has a message scrawled on it in crude lettering.
Where sea the sea harbor, where sea the sea harbor peninsula, stolen treasure.
Clearly, whoever dropped this message did not want to forget where the stolen treasure. You stash the scrap of paper in your pack and resolve to keep an eye out for the treasure on your travels.
An enemy appears immediately! Swear to God. Happenstance cards. Inflict freeze on all enemies for 1 turn. They're all dead, Gem. Yes. Actually, as long as the stream went, like after the shower, basically, after I took a shower earlier, I'm feeling a lot better. That's sweet, sweet damage. Oh, and she crits! Oh! Oh! That poor ogre! Oh, I didn't have to kill him like that! Except it did, because it's funny. What the fuck? That was overkill? Oh, the red is leveled up. She does not deal more damage, actually. She just has more HP and more speed. However, Wisdom of the Dryads gain immunity to poison and deadly poison. Doesn't he have like a ring that protects against poison? Oh, I deal more damage actually now. And have more HP. Shining Ray, deal light damage to all enemies. Now that that's happened, I actively want to take away her ring, right? Yeah, it's because it's a poison stay ring. She's immune to like more than just simple poisons now, but also deadly poisons. Musty Tower. Oh, so God, I don't think I want to go in there. Sounds like a dungeon. Anyways, we going into town, boys! We're getting a better ring to put on Ridder's finger. Well, I guess I would like to buy something. Fire Staring also increases damage, so that's the one I would want ideally. What others we got? Yep, Fire Staring it is. Fuck. Fire Staring. Well, yes, I would like to buy them. Equip it to Redis. It is all set. Now, we don't have a wasted ring. Gotta love it. Anyways, we're gonna close this real quick. Oh, no opening it again. Here. I've been going on. Rebellion's still streaming. Oh, there we go. Now I've actually fucking loaded. Anyways, we got the ring we wanted. We can get the fuck out of here now. Anyways, where the fuck is this harbor supposed to be? It might actually be like somewhere around here too. Enemy peers.
Let's do this.
I'm never gonna say no to more gold, you know. Sever. That's baby damage. Is there gonna be enough? Nope. Please go ahead and ram him. 16 damage, how nice. What's going on Discord? Hold on. I accidentally spilled some. Always gotta fucking love that when you lose the alcohol that you're trying to drink. Piss off! I don't know what's going on with me today. Why is this person acting more drunk than I am? More leveled up. New ability? Demonic stats provoke all enemies' attention until next action is taken. Actually, like thinking about it, I'm pretty sure that I gave him. Or you can just have multiple abilities, it seems. So it's a thing of you have to choose one and equip that one. But no, apparently not. Anyway, skills. Yes, you. Not gonna be really big about dealing damage, I feel. Get the demonic dance instead. Just focus on full tank. Let me check your equipment. As he actually does have like a ring of protection. He actually has like surprisingly fragile defense itself. Like his strength is in his amount of in actual HP. Event.
A bizarre rock appeared. It seems primed to explode. The bizarre rock transformed into a fear rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
The fuck? Why isn't it? This thing is not gonna take damage from actual like attacks anytime soon. Body slam. Oh, big damage. And a crit. I love it. Falling rock. Oh! I see! Hey! Can't say I'm okay with that. Vent.
Something's catching the sunlight just so. You move closer to get a better look at it. You find a chest lodged in the hollow of a tree.
The loot!
Something about this feels familiar. Sure enough, this is the location those
So now we
thieves
also know where the
mentioned when you were
harbor is,
eavesdropping.
namely in the actual indentation instead of like along the coast.
Quite convinced you found their stash, you open the chest with a self-satisfied
Warrior's
smirk
mail.
on your face.
That should actually be quite the upgrade. Own cars, equipment. Actually, I can't just... Oh, okay. I can't just equip her with it. So now she has 19 defense. She's not taking damage. You, however, you now actually get this, so you now have 17 defense, which is better. I still don't see a reason. Actually, hold on. Let me just look at that. Her! If that's like her armor, and like she's only wearing the armor, her tits are out. Her tits are just straight up out. Okay. That's how I want. That's how you want to play that. I'm not one to criticize you. If anything, I'm probably one to fucking praise you for it. Love to see it. Okay, I guess. Love to see it.
Good work.
Any level ups? Nope. I still like the Hearthstone aesthetic this got going. I don't know how else to describe it. It just really feels like Hearthstone. Event?
A monster appears. To want to say something? It points to you and then goes stiff, acting as though paralyzed. Aha! This must be the creature whose paralysis you cured. It hands you a bottle of medicine, takes a sweeping, graceful bow to show you how far it's come, and takes its leave.
Okay, that mushroom is adorable. Supreme Salve! At the level I'm at, that's just a full heal. Enemy purchase. Why does this kind of music just fit like these card games? It's just a perfect fit for some reason.
The wind picks up speed. A tornado is forming.
Roll a 4 high to avoid danger. I rolled a 5.
You anticipate the tornado's path correctly and avoid getting swept up.
Oh yeah.
Look, you two, it's the sea, Ridis exclaims, frolicking in glee. You, on the other hand, trudge along as far as you can from the coast, ignoring the hair sticking to your forehead. Feeling something at your feet, you glance down. There's something underneath your boot. It appears you've stepped on a monster's cape, making it very upset.
Oh,
it
no.
attacks you in fury.
Oh, no. Absence. Absence's cause will trigger each turn during this battle. Absence cards ensure all enemies and allies' attacks all land. Ready, aim, fire. Actually, not too happy about this current state of affairs. I'm damaged. There's a problem. Hold on. Well, yeah, her attack will just kill. Like, no matter what. Absence card. Add 3 to all allies' defense. Like if I deal that, that's like double damage. That's 62 minus 11. That's 51 damage. They're dead in one shot. Got the freeze off. I just straight up don't even need anything now. Sure, all attacks actually hit. Ready, aim, fire. Charge spell. Pass. Oh, he's no longer frozen. Boring. Kill it. Level up. Mara leveled up. More defense now. Nice. Red is leveled up or attack now. An ability? No. More defense. There we go. That's a lot of damage. Yes, it is. Now imagine if it was doubled by by the enemy being frozen. That would have been a sight to behold. There we go. We found the harbor.
Nice work.
Stop whistling, because I can't fucking whistle. And exact kill. Nice. I didn't even need the poison. Oh well. Not gonna complain about the poison. I hate this already. Quick shot one of the trains. Doesn't kill, still. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Flame, thank you. Doesn't kill. Demonic dance it. Oh! fuck. Oh, they can heal themselves. Where's the middle fucker? He's poised. Flame. Six damage, leaving with 3. And I like the likelihood of dying from poison. Try again. Only 1 damage! Come the fuck on! Oh, bullshit. The crit. The crit! I hate those fucking aqua rock things. Anyways, something about like the Harbor Town Peninsula. I assume somewhere along the coast.
Lying in the dirt, you find an old telescope. You pick it up and angle it toward the coastline. Peering through the lens, you see something. All you know is there's something up ahead. You should be able to tell for certain what it is if you get your interest piqued. You drop the telescope and race your friends over to what you saw. You see a fish washed up on the shore and whoop for joy at discovering your next meal. But then a monster appears out of nowhere. Seems like it's keen on snacking on that fish too. You're gonna have to duke it out.
Fuck! Can be salvaged. That's 1 dead. Actually, it isn't dead! That's not effective. Sarah. Not frozen. Too bad. Must be weak against it. Not weak again. No, ram him. I don't mind crits. They add some tension to it. Like, your plan will not always be go completely right. Like, if a game just like, okay, your plans will go 100% the way you want them to. It can... Like, sure, it's nice.
Well, you won. But the fish got all tramped so much for dinner.
Yeah, but there's like a certain excitement to the whole, like, you might not have just all your plans work the way they do. It's actually something Like, it's a good, but at the same time a negative, that in Utawara no Mono, you actually see the crit rates. Like you see if you'll
You
crit
hear
or
a
not.
roar in the distance. According to the townsfolk, it is a rumor in the village has it that it might be the dragon.
Yeah, and Utawara no Mono, it may be like a negative or a positive, depending on how you see it. That
I can feel the dragon's presence. I must inform Lady Winifred, the knight mutters.
because in Utawara no Mono, you'll immediately be shown like, okay, it's gonna crit if you have a crit, and it's not gonna crit if you don't have like a crit ability, because like in at least Prelude to the Fallen, there's like characters that have ability. Hey, you have like a certain chance to crit depending on the zeal you have. They actually did that one better though in Mask of Deception and Mask of Truth though, since there it's no longer like a crit that just happens randomly. You can basically like do critical damage if you hit a certain timing during the attack correctly. In Prelude to the Fallen, it just increased your zeal and nothing else. In Mask of Deception and Mask of Truth, it actually increases the damage you deal. And furthermore, each attack has like the big one that you have to hit. Like even if you don't hit the perfect timing and deal the increased damage, you still need to press the button so it moves on to the next attack in the chain. So for those, it's obviously easier to get the crit timing, since it like shows you the circle closing in. There's also like other timings within the attack chain for certain characters, where you can like outside of that circle also hit the button, which will be like basically a mini crit that will also increase damage and zeal gained. So in that case, it's not just like careful planning, but also your skill is being rewarded. Like, that's good, in my opinion.
You feel impatient, determined not to let the order beat you to it.
Where's the armor? There's the armor. Well, hello there! What of you wears, my friend? Got a Mistral Blade, Deep Talons, Air Splitter, Frost Mail. Only for him, though. Very effective for him, but should I? Nah. Others have priority. Any new rings? None I need. So the only new things here are the Frost Mail and the Deep Talons. Which, I'll take the Deep Talons. And the Frost Mail. Like, sure, it slows him down, but it increases attack by 1 and a lot of defense, and that's a lot more useful in my opinion. The rest can be sold. Deep Talons. Deal. Light up. Armor. Deal. Super breastplate. Deal. I wasn't even thinking about it. I could just like keep the poison stay rings in like my gear as like a cure, can't I? Like basically just like equip it quickly to cure poison. Actually, no, it probably doesn't even like stay after battle. So it's even less important. Oh, we got the blacksmith's backside story. Acquainted that. Traveling gourmand. In his younger days, the headman has now been fond of monsters, so much he found a union world where monsters and humans and monsters coexist. I still bet that he eats some. Hello there! Striking out on your own? Oh, I've been at this long enough to size people up at a glance. Don't worry, I'll make you exactly what you need. You saw him, right? Real scrawny looking. I have no problem taking his money, and I have no problem staying in business. It's a win-win. Oh. Okay. That man is... let's call him problematic. Game parlor. Let's play like one game of the easy one. Because I feel like if I do that, I'll actually unlock his fucking side story. Actually, will I ever just quit? Nah. We'll see in the later town. What you selling? Defroster. Nothing new. Guess item shop it is. This is also nothing new. Actually, did we have the flip side story for the... Didn't we have the flip side story for the innkeeper? Nah. Nutrition clinic. What's that one?
You set foot inside the inn only to be greeted with the great clanging of a bell. Congratulations, the innkeeper shouts above the joyous din. It would appear you and your companions are this inn's 10,000th customers. That means you've won the lifetime of free stays pass.
The game really does get creative with the reasons why you can stay at inns for free. Peaceful restored. Ooh, now we get the innkeeper's flip side story. Hold on, let me just... Nah. No, then. He confessed his love to her and asked her to live together with him. He pledged to make her happy. She nodded and agreed readily. Another fully booked night at the inn. All men, all apparently on long stays. Each one happy they get to live with her. That's a thought! That's a big ol' thought! Yikes! I'll like enter the carrot shop and leave immediately. Flip side story? Flip side story! Gotta love them flip side stories. Immediately make all the character worse. At first, it was 4 legs, then 2, then 3. In the end, it has 10 legs. What is it? The answer is me! May I pass peacefully into the next life in the driver's seat of this gently swaying carriage. I love it so. What? I don't get it.
The
No!
industry is usually thriving in their seaside town, but recently nets have been coming up empty. He mentions that even the fishing harbor to the northwest has been suffering from poor hauls of late.
I don't like this man. Get me away from him. I don't... Let's read the Muscle Man's flip side story. Traumatized by the bullying received as a child, he vowed he'd never let anyone get the better of him again. His pain was a springboard for the body now before you. Elsewhere, another boy masked his own body issues by teasing another. Fearing retribution, he too bulked up. Thus, that the world gained two absolutely ripped men. How fun. That one wasn't, like, too messed up. That was just funny. There's another one. Just like the other one.
A troubled woman tells you that there has been a rise in thefts lately. She speculates the recession to be the cause. She claims that even the cold medicine she always has on hand has disappeared. She narrows her eyes at the crowd, suspecting there is a thief among them, and offers a reward for the return of the medicine. Your ears perk up at the word reward, and you immediately agree to help expose the dirty thief.
Not what I wanted.
You approach a woman sneaking around in a corner of town. Hearing your voice, she turns in surprise. You see a vial of cold medicine clutched in her hands. You explain that the person she stole it from needs it back. The woman begins to explain her own situation with downcast eyes. "My poor little boy is bedridden," she says tearfully. "He needs medicine, but I don't have any money, so I took it."
What will you do?
Hearing her tale, you are overcome by sympathy. She thanks you and hands you something, apologizing for not having more.
For once, I won't be a bastard. Let your child have its medicine. It needs it more.
Medicine in hand, the woman leaves quickly. Now then, what to tell the other lady? You explain that you are unable. Clearly saddened by the news, she explains that she keeps the medicine on hand for her husband, who gets sick quite easily. She laments that she may not have the money to buy more. Unsure if you made the right choice, you return to your journey with a heavy heart. Saving one forsakes the other.
What a cruel world it is, yes, but one is a child, the other is an old man, so... yeah. What am I still doing here? Imagine if someone had to like set up these giant maps.
The
every
harbor
single time.
is closed today. Anyone seeking shoreline should move 3 spaces to the southeast.
And it's a paralyzed monster again. No. Yeah, sure. Help the poor thing. What it actually is a peninsula? Probably look it up. That made me pissed. Ooh, all allies get some defense. Ah, okay. peninsula. Piece of land almost surrounded by water or projecting out of a body of water. So it should be down by the... Oh, wait, sorry. So it should be down by the tower we found. Should be dead. Is dead. Then it disappeared. Should probably check the card again.
Don't hold back.
Immediately poison him. Good boy. Body slam him. Fuck. I don't actually like that they decided to keep Mar frozen. This is very bad for me. Quick shot. Of course, a crit. Well, wouldn't have killed the other treant anyways. So.
That was lucky.
It was. Why yes? Too bad the luck wasn't really useful in that case. Please crit, you crit as well. I said crit. Ooh, level ups. Nobility. Nobility. Deal bolt damage. Inflict paralysis. Paralysis if roll is 4 or greater. Quite frankly, that's not that useful in my opinion. Won't be using it. Aqua Rock's story. Event. Oh no.
The bizarre rock transformed into an aqua rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
That's actually not too difficult, thankfully. Get poised, fucker. What matters is that the body slam deals double damage. Oh, would have killed anyways.
You did great.
Actually, thinking about it, like freeze plus body slam is like also a very good strategy against like high AC enemies, but with low HP. Event. Treasure.
A monster appears. It sees an opening, and before it can reach you, another monster leaps into its path. As the two monsters engage in a ferocious battle. At last, the monster that first lunged towards you flees. Your protector, grievously wounded, collapses to the ground and is still. The creature at death's door hands you a small cloth pouch and breathes its last.
Oh!
You gaze upon the creature's lifeless body. It looks rather like a monster you cured of paralysis once. The party affords the creature a proper burial and prays for its safe
Oh!
passage into the afterlife.
Oh my mushroom baby! How dare they? That's too far. I don't want to leave quite that far. I want to own cards. The items. Monster memo. Where sees the sea, harbor, peninsula, stolen treasure. Maybe it is active tower actually. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Doesn't really do that much for me. Just, you know, death. Maybe it is actually the tower here. Enter the musty tower. Sure.
It appears this sturdy door has a magic seal on it. Unfortunately, it is out of her realm of expertise.
Guess we're leaving again. Where's that treasure? Come on. Just an enemy appears. Increase fire damage. That's bad for me! Guys are just freezing the train, and we didn't manage to put. Guess we're freezing the aqua rock. Guess we're body slamming the aqua rock. Good. Poison it. Good. Fire it. Ram it. Miss! And dies poison.
Good work.
Why, thank you. Anyways, guess we'll go explore the cave now.
Though a torch is not strictly necessary, it would certainly help you find your way through the dimly lit shrine.
Though torch is not strictly necessary, would certainly help you find your way through the dimly lit shrine. But your mid-blade camera has been restricted. Check for shrine for signs of Mr. Floppy.
Your footing is obscured in the dimness of the shrine. You should probably proceed with caution. You go forth slowly but steadily. Taking it one, you take a good look at the floor and see it lined in trails of viscous liquid. No doubt a slime or 200 have passed through here.
Slime is gonna have been taken by like some activist that's trying to save the monsters from being fucking eaten.
It looks like poor Mr. Flobby is being held captive by the Mystery Man. Hand over that slime, you shout. You speak as if I kidnapped him, he remarks, curtly turning to face you. When your eyes finally adjust to the surrounding darkness, you realize the man's clothes look eerily similar to Melanie's. Melanie's mouth falls open in surprise. It seems the man has noticed Melanie as well. It looks like the two know each other.
They are wearing matching outfits.
The man says that he and Melanie came from the same village, where this was their native dress. The man's revelation makes you realize that you know almost nothing about Melanie's past. You ask her if he is a childhood friend, but she holds her tongue. Then the man speaks. With forbidden magic, our clan has ensured the dragon, he begins, when Melanie cuts in. She rattles on about the man, telling you that he is Vince, a lunatic obsessed with the dragon. Vince resentfully claims that he is searching for the noble dragon to protect it. You ran away from home with your tail between your legs, he ridicules. Enraged, Melanie lunges at Vince. You have so many questions, but realize that the most pressing matter is getting Mr. Flobby back. So you ready for battle? Careful, he won't go down easy.
Absence card. Water defense. Okay. I can deal with that. Ready, aim, fire. I shouldn't have done ready, aim, fire actually. Shit. Use an invigorant on her. Thunderbolt. He's Pikachu! A demonic dance. Just constantly keep demonic dancing with him, I guess. Gained 1 gem! I appreciate that one, actually. Quick shot. That's how much damage? That's a good amount of damage. Ooh-wee! God damn it, freeze. Better him than those two, though. So, silver lining. That dude. Okay. Not really too important. Ready, aim, fire. Actually, wait. It's still going. Oh, It overwrites itself! Okay. Oh, bullshit. You won't let me have my fun, really? So those don't stack? That's good to know. I can sell them. He can't be frozen. Mars almost dead. Regenerate, please. Quick shot. That should be death. It is death.
During the fight, Vince asks, "Do you know the truth about that village?" The headman may look like a nice old man, but he keeps those little monsters around too. He begins, but before he can finish, Winifred, Hedwin, and the three brush you aside, fixing their attention on Vince. So you are the Ivory Order, and that false justice they serve are the true evil here.
I should
He
probably
retaliates, fighting back.
read them properly. Sorry about that. No gold, really? Mar levels up, gets more tech, and Blubber gain immunity to freeze. That would have been useful before the fight! More attack and more defense. Appreciate it. An ability? Lightning proof. Decrease bolt damage by 5. More attack and more speed. Ability? No. More attack and more speed. Ability? Ability. Heroic Hunch. Gain immunity to paralysis.
Seeing the two parties occupied with each other, you realize this is your chance to grab Mr. Flobby.
Save Mr. Flobby! Will do. Hold on.
Vince is on equal footing with the three from the Order. You realize then that he wasn't fighting in earnest against you earlier. Engrossed in their battle, the combatants pay you no mind. Perhaps wary of humans, Mr. Flobby dashes out when you draw near.
Flobby escaped from the shrine. Catch him! One, easily. Slime. Slime. He's not getting away from me! Ah!
When you reach out to grab Mr. Flobby, he suddenly attacks. Lower Mr. Flobby's stamina to calm him down.
Stamina lowered.
Exhausted from the fight, the raging Mr. But it seems he hasn't yet come to his senses. He glares warily at your party. Find something to help return Mr. Flobby to normal. You wipe Mr. Flobby's mouth with the handkerchief you received from the girl. Then you hear a quiet voice speak. "That's not my mouth," Mr. Flobby murmurs bashfully. It looks like the girl's familiar scent on the handkerchief returned him to normal. Having regained his senses, Mr. Flobby heads back to the village. You place the increasingly sticky handkerchief in your bag.
Return to Unionville.
Lappy approaches and tells you that Mr. Flobby has returned.
Talk with Maflobby now that he's safely within the confines of Unionville.
The girl is ecstatic that Mr. Flobby is finally back home. I'm happy for you, Melanie says with a smile as she returns the handkerchief. The girl bows her head and thanks you deeply. Mr. Flobby looks as slimy as ever. You just hope it's a happy slime. Of course not.
Whoops, fuck.
But bring
The
him back
headman
soon,
wants us to bring
she
Mr. Flobby
answers
to him.
with a
Would you
bright
mind, you
smile.
ask? That slam's about to get eaten. Bring Mr. Flobby back to before Unionville's village headman. You fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Mr. Flobby's enemy story. It's everyone's favorite friendly village slime, Mr. Flobby. You can find him playing house or racing against the girl in the village, his bestest friend forever. Mr. Flobby comes from a real big family. There's a sister, Plobby, his brother, Blebby, and his nephew, Booby. Sadly, none of them are with us any longer. You about to not be with us anymore either. And the Unionville headman's home, yes.
I am so happy to see you safe and sound, the headman exclaims, giving Mr. Flobby a hug. You explain everything that happened, including the incident with Vince and the Ivory Order. He expresses his relief that the Order will be taking care of the criminal. He then thanks you for your hard work and instructs his stewardess to prepare dinner for your party. You can feel your collective mouths watering at the sight of the lavish meal before you. Mar and Ridis immediately dig in. You aren't sure where you find a moment to breathe among all the feasting. Please, eat to your heart's content, the headman insists with a smile. Once your belly is full, you realize that Mr. Flobby is gone. And then... Room for dessert? The headman asks, offering you a plate of slimy jelly. You feel your stomach churning at the very sight of it. The color strikes you as familiar, and the stickiness sends a shiver down your spine. Is this Mr. Flobby? You ask the headman, your voice trembling in disbelief. The headman looks at you with a plain expression, one that holds no malice. Is that a problem? He questions back. This dish is a masterpiece, he remarks with a light-hearted chuckle as he gazes at the jelly. And I have you brave heroes to thank for it. Had you not brought that slime back, we would not be able to enjoy this exquisite dessert.
Take your leave of Unionville. How about I chop his fucking head
Are
off?
you full? He asks, seemingly concerned at your silence. It would be a shame to let something so splendid go to waste. You move to leave, but the headman stops you. I try to get my meat while it's still young and tender, but at least your pet is very plump, he remarks, licking his lips. He points at Mar and asks, would you consider leaving that creature here with me?
How do you respond? Mar isn't for sale.
Never, you refuse flatly, not bothering to hide your discomfort. Think about it, he entreats. And then you grab the headman by his lapels, hands trembling.
Yeah, beat the shit out of him! Oh, it's an actual fight! Oh, it's an actual fight!
Out the enemy.
They made an actual fight of it. I could just go complete overkill. One normal attack would be enough, but no, I'm going to lightning strike his ass. Sadly, not max damage. Oh well. He knocked him unconscious. Guess you could say that he was stunned by light.
You pummel the headman with all your might. Curled up on the ground, the headman groans in pain, but insists that monsters were meant to be eaten. You hug Mar tightly, reassuring him that you will not hand him over to anyone.
My man is!
Mar looks at you with his round eyes and mews softly. You meet eyes with the rest of your party and reach a tacit agreement. Together, you all stand and leave.
Leave? Yes. I would love to murder him, but the game won't let me.
As you are about to leave the headman's house, though, the old man suddenly charges at you from behind. But Mar, the keener of you two, is quick to block his path. With a crash, Mar and the headman tumble to the ground. From the headman's hand falls a small blade. It clatters to the ground, covered in blood. You take the injured Mar to an inn where you can watch over him. You gaze at the unconscious Mar with concern. Despite the shallow wound, no amount of medicine seems to rouse Mar from the bed. I heard that my friends were in danger, so I came as quickly as I could, Lappy says. As he reaches Mar's bedside, he leans over and licks his wound. This is what-you-call-it extract, he shouts. He explains that it is a poison extracted from a certain monster. If it enters the body, it drastically reduces one's stamina. Hearing those words, you realize the headman's blade must have been coated in this poison. Mar's condition starts to make sense. Isn't there anything we can do? Melanie asks. Lappy's eyes widen in realization before he places his mouth over Mar's wound and begins sucking. He then puts the what-you-call-it extract into a bottle and hands it to you.
You receive what-you-call-it extract from Lappy. Strange extract that a Lappy collected from Mar.
Lappy says that if you follow the road south of the village, you will reach Shoreland. He tells you to give the extract to the famous nutritionist there. Realizing that you are at fault for this, you don't hesitate to undertake the quest. But this is strange. The extract comes from a monster, so it should have no effect on one, Lappy remarks with a curious tilt of his head.
Oh, Mar is cursed, isn't it? Mar was removed from the party. Follow the road leading south from Unionville towards Shoreland. You have fulfilled the requirements and unlocked the village headman's flipside story. Alright, bastard. Travel. We already read that. Looks don't tell the whole story. Even the most inedible-looking things can harbor incredible flavors, the headman explains. His table filled with dishes never before seen. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting here like, oh, eating monsters is wrong. The problem is that, when those monsters show clear signs of sentience,
I thought
and
a
talk
beast
to
of
people.
that size would eat us out of house and home, she remarks, no doubt talking about Mar.
Why yes, leave? If I come back and something happened to Mar, I will personally stab a bitch. Let me just, like, go murder this man real quick. Oh, he's gone. Is he in prison? I hope he's in prison. No one hurts my lad Mar!
The girl sighs. You're dirty again, she says, wiping a slime's. Mr. Flobby, you're alive. This is Mr. Globby, Mr. Flobby's cousin, she tells you.
This entire fucking village is making me sick. Let's fucking leave. A monster vanishes in a village where such creatures live together in peace with humankind. While on his trail, the proud witch encounters a one-eyed man from her past. As to every order, a mysterious man cross blades. The self-proclaimed heroes slink away to see the missing monster home. The hidden village's secret comes to light. It's not a name alone. The monster falls, protecting the would-be hero from the headless blade. Knowing they must save their precious companion, the party sets out to the next town. They meet two stalwart men who devote their lives to nutrition. Chapter 4, Shoreland. Unionville. Follow the road leading south from Unionville towards Shoreland. Oh yes, go to Shoreland. The nutritionist was siding in Shoreland. Find the nutritionist. I mean, don't enter him. That'd be weird.
The sign on the door reads, The Great Nutritionist Oreo. You open the door without knocking. Is anyone home, you call? A muscular man emerges from the back.
How do you greet him? Lower that tone, Fizzy!
Praising his musculature seems to put him in high spirits. Anyone can achieve a body like this with the proper diet, he explains. So why don't we enjoy a life of love and nutritional meals together? Have
Love?
mercy, you think, then immediately change the subject. You politely ask if he is the nutritionist. Indeed, he says he has
Whoops.
been studying dietetics here for many
Indeed,
years.
I'm the nutritionist Oreo, he answers. Yeah.
You hand Oreo the extract and explain that your comrade is now bedridden because of it. He stares at the extract for a long time, and then opens the bottle and laps at the liquid inside. That's poison, Melanie shouts in alarm. The man insists that he'll be fine with his expertise of nutrition, and insists that knowledge is power, as if that will help somehow. Regardless, it seems he managed to grasp the composition of the poison with that lick, and starts concocting a nutritional supplement to counter it. However, he says he needs a spry fish, which has been difficult to catch lately. He needs a special fish to make the necessary supplement. When he explains that you can catch one in the surrounding sea, Ridis confidently interjects. She shows you a page from her ancient tome, which explains the ecology of the fish in detail. That book comes in handy from time to time, Melanie remarks in surprise. Oreo gasps as if remembering something. He says that his son went out fishing and, with a bit of luck, may have already caught a spry fish. It sounds like his son is fishing on the wharf. You decide to go find him.
Look for Oreo's son near the Shoreland Wharf. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Ridis' flipside story already? Huh. Intriguing. Don't mind if I do. None here. None here. None here. Wait, I know that sound. The tone of a most familiar flute pulling this lively young lady away from their fruit-gathering chores and towards our merry band of rogues. She carries a book she has read many, many times before, and is never happier than when she has the time to let its pages carry her away on its soaring visions of the future.
You see a young man with his line in the water and call out to him. He turns around and flexes, shouting out suddenly, "Power is power." You stare, enchanted by his bulging musculature. There is no doubt in your mind that this is Oreo's son. He asks if you have business with him.
What will you say? You're the nutritionist's son. Look at that tone, Frizzy!
Raising his musculature seems to have put him in high spirits. Anyone can achieve a body like this with the proper exercise, he explains. So why don't we cast our needless garments aside and train together? Have mercy, you think, and immediately change the subject. Though you are pretty sure of the answer, you ask the young man if he is the nutritionist's son. That I am, he answers. He introduces himself as Bruno and says he is learning to be a nutritionist like his father. You introduce yourself, expressing to him that you are a hero on a journey and require a spry fish to save your ill comrade. His eyes begin to sparkle the moment you utter the word hero, and he becomes engrossed in your tale. More or less grasping the situation, he regrets to inform you that he has not caught any spry fish yet. He says that a monster has settled near their town, and its thundering roars have scared most of the fish away. You know Oreo needs a spry fish to make that supplement. Hearing the despair in your voice, Bruno speaks, his words like an ember in the dark. He tells you that there is a harbor near town where fishermen gather. Perhaps you can find the fish you seek there. You thank him for the information, then head to the harbor with your comrades. Just as you are about to leave, Bruno offers to escort you there. Is it a reward you're after? You are about to ask, but Melanie smacks you on the head before you can voice it and allows him to come along.
I like the dynamic there. They've been traveling for such a long time at this point that Melanie's just like, she sees he's about to say something stupid, just immediately smacks him upside the head. Yes, we would be delighted to have you. Shut the fuck up, Ash! Sorry about that. Bruno joined your party. So you got a spry fish in the harbor northwest of Shoreland. Set up your party? Why, yes, I would love to. We've already to get here quickly. What's his skills like? Chop, attack herb, muscle herb, bull rush. So he's a support character, actually. What are his abilities? Decrease water damage by 5. His armor. He has no armor. He has combat gloves for weapons. Has no armor and no accessories. Just give it a poison stay ring, I guess. Probably won't be using him for now, at least.
Bruno looks ecstatic that he was allowed to join your party. When you ask him why, he tells you that his dream is to be an adventurer and has thus been training every day. But his father, famed in the world of nutrition, forced him into following in his footsteps. One desires strength, the other knowledge. Unable to see eye to eye, the two fight nearly every day. What will you ask Bruno? You ask Bruno about his sword arm, saying you are something of a swordsman yourself. Bruno replies that he specializes in hand-to-hand combat. Then
Why does he
flexes
carry a
his
sword,
bulging
then?
biceps as proof. Apparently, he only carries around a sword to look like
Ah,
an
okay.
adventurer.
You got something against armor?
Curious about his attire, you ask why he does not wear armor. He confessed that he once wished for armor, but deemed it unnecessary after gaining so much muscle. In that moment, you realize something. While his passion for being an adventurer is true, he is dumber than a sack of rocks. The words "birds of a feather flock together" run through your mind, but you quickly chase them away, afraid of what that means for you.
I'll go on a quick break, toilet and all that. So I'll be pausing the recording actually, since this is also recording and a stream. But hey, stream people have to wait. Recording people are just gonna be immediately sent back to where we started. Where I'm back, I mean. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. By the way, the fucking start of the Kingdom Hearts manga is fucking wild. Instead of like, the first person Sora meets in Traverse Town in the manga instead of Leon is a fucking prostitute. I mean, he tries to like, how about I show you around? And then the prostitute is immediately murdered by Heartless. That's something else, I guess.
He has been fishing for several days, having decided not to return home empty-handed. He hopes his wife and child back in Shoreland are well. The woman says
That's
she has
nice.
been waiting here for days, worried about her husband, who has yet to return.
Is that like the female version of like the muscle-bound man? She's called Muscle Maiden, so yes. Fulfill the necessary requirements to unlock the Muscle Maiden's flipside story. I want to be cute and stylish, sure, but I really want to live happily ever after. Visions of a ring with a big old diamond on it dancing in my dreams. But nobody gave me the ring. So you know what I did? I'll just look at these muscles. Aren't they cute? And they shine brighter than any diamond. Oh, Jesus. Wait, did I read the first page? I did read the first page. I'm retarded. But hey, what's new?
Lately, a monstrous roar has been disturbing the seas, and he sighs, lamenting that his catches have been poor as a result.
Fucking get me away from that man. Fuck is
A
wrong with that man?
rough-tempered piscator stands there, having just returned from fishing. Mars' fate rests upon this man's haul. terrible, he says, showing you the few fish he's caught. Inside, you see
Spry fish.
a spry fish, Bruno shouts. You ask him if you can have the spry fish, but he says he won't give it up for free. When you ask how much it will cost, he gives the absurd price of 1,000,000 gold pieces. You're heartless, Ridis pouts. The man is enraged by the rude response. Just then, Bruno prances forth and shouts, "Stop right there!" Your fisherman muscles are simply sublime, he exclaims.
What?
He challenges the man to a competition of muscles with the spry fish as the prize. The piscator seems interested and agrees on one condition. If you lose, you must become my servant. This one's all yours, Melanie says, patting you on the shoulder. Then let the carnival of might and muscles begin, Bruno roars, completely fired. Your puny body is no match for mine, the piscator shouts back, throwing a punch.
Oh, we have to fight the fucker. Oh, actually, no. I thought I was gonna fight him instead of him. Absence cards will happen every turn. I really should have decked him out with some armor. This is bad! Bull rush. 33 damage. Oh, fucking take it.
A battle of beefiness.
A battle of beefiness. I don't like that. Oh my god! Chop.
It feels like watching a bodybuilder competition.
Okay, so it just like it subtracts first and then doubles, it seems. So for that, subtract 11 should kill. And now it's 1.5 instead. Fuck. It might be death. It's death.
It looks like your adventure.
Game over! Great. Fantastic. Autosave. Yes. Go out and just trade him up a bit, I guess. Buy him some armor. And weaponry.
He sighs, lamenting that his catches have been poor as a result.
Go back to the harbor town, please. I need to buy some equipment for this nude man. Ah! Bye. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I can actually use equip that to him. No. Frost mail. Yes. We'll equip it. Immediate returns. 17 defense now. Give him a ring of protection. Now has 19. Immediately probably can solo that fight. Misa gonna leave. Yes. Enemy appears. Is that death? It is. How quaint.
Good work.
I'll go in. Oh, actually, it's auto-save there immediately.
Mars' fate rests upon this man's hall. Terrible, he says, showing you the few fish he's caught. You ask him if you can have the spry fish, but he says he won't give. When you ask how much it will cost, you're heartless. Just then, he challenges them. This one's all yours. Then let the carnival of your puny body is no match for mine, the piscator shouts back, throwing a punch. You're doing great.
5 damage. Nice. Dagger. Well, that actually also gets rid of the defense buff. That's terrible. That immediately makes him bad if you can't, like, buff defense and attack at the same time. Oh. Decided to switch to defense buffing. Only 6 damage, but I'm fine with that. He's not going to deal any damage either. Bull rush him. Death.
His victory sealed, Bruno strikes a glorious pose and shouts out, "Witness the power of power." Defeated, the piscator hands over the spry fish to Bruno. Bruno extends a hand to the piscator, who has fallen to his knees. With a serene smile, he takes the offered hand. An unspoken friendship begins to form between the two. Or at least, you hope that's what the prolonged silence between them means.
There we go, obtained a spry fish. Delivered the spry fish to Oreo back in party has changed due to Bruno's intervention. Would you like to readjust your party's lineup? Yes. Back on the fucking bench with you, Bruno. Why, yes, I would love to enter Shoreland.
With the spry fish in hand, you head back towards Oreo's clinic. Bruno looks at your group sadly, reluctant for this little adventure to end. You hand the fish to Oreo and ask him to make you the supplement. "Give me a moment," he says, then takes the fish and heads into the back.
1 hour later.
"It's ready," he says, emerging from his room and handing you a bottle.
Oreo's homemade supplement is nutritious and flushes out monster poison. Energy concentrate acquired.
You hope this will get Mar back on his feet. You need to get back to Unionville on the double. But before that... You wordlessly extend a hand to Bruno. Bruno takes your hand and gives it a firm shake. You can feel the bones in your hands splintering. You just hope Bruno has enough self-restraint not to shatter them completely.
You took 2 damage! I'm okay.
You make a mental note never to shake hands with him again, then turn to leave. But Bruno stops you and says he wants to journey with you just a little longer. But Oreo is quick to douse the flames of his desire. You will stay here and study, he commands. "Then you leave me no choice," Bruno's expression reads as he raises both hands behind his head and squats at hyperspeed.
What?
"I want to show this power to the world," Bruno proclaims to his father. "You have much to learn, my son," Oreo retorts as he starts sidestepping at breakneck speed.
What the fuck is happening?
Only the sound of their labored breathing and bodies moving resonates through the otherwise silent room. You can only look on in stunned silence at the enigmatic display.
30 minutes later.
Bruno falls to his knees, panting. "This is my limit." "You have grown, my son," Oreo says, looking no worse for wear. "So are you coming with us or not?" Melanie interjects. "Only our muscles know the answer," comes Bruno's cryptic reply. "I don't get it," Ridis remarks frankly. On the condition that he study nutrition upon his return, Bruno is allowed to go with you for just a little while longer. You realize that these two have a very special way of talking that no one else can understand.
Make your way to Unionville and give Mars some energy concentrate. Right on it, my lad.
Hearing yet another roar in the distance, you realize you need to get the supplement to Mar so you can investigate the sound together.
Leave the area, yes. I'll probably end it after Mar is cured. Rest first. Meet Mar later. That sounds like such a dickish thing to do.
Mar lies listlessly upon the bed, looking somewhat haggard. You help Mar sit up. Drink this, Mar, you say to him gently. He weakly opens his mouth, and you slowly pour the energy concentrate inside. Mar abruptly bolts up and turns his head toward you with a puzzled look. It looks like Mar is all better now.
How do you express your joy? Bear hug!
You give Mar a tight hug. Mar mews softly in discomfort. Overcome with joy, you sob and stroke Mar's head. Melanie and Ridis watch you too with a smile. Bruno is deeply moved to see nutrition bringing a smile to others.
Ma rejoined the party. Just doing like a squeal would have felt wrong.
With this, you can finally put the happenings of that strange village behind you. You decide to take Bruno back to Shoreland, then continue your search for the dragon.
See Bruno to his home in Shoreland. Set up your party? Yes, immediately. Mar back in the front. Actually, I said like Bruno is kind of like worthless. He's probably also a decent tank, most likely. I want actually 29 health with like 19 defense. That's worse than Ridis and Melanie. However, he is only level 9, so I can forgive it for now. So it doesn't seem like he would become that much stronger. Honestly. Let's bring Bruno back. And to Shoreland? Why, yes, I would. I don't think I will.
You arrive at Bruno's house. Though he seems to want to adventure a little more, he reluctantly enters his house. You ask Oreo if he knows anything about the monster behind that mighty roar. He says that the creature nests atop a tower not far from town. With that, your next destination is decided. Here, you will part ways with these two, but you owe a great deal to the nutritionist and his son. Bruno looks at you, his eyes begging you to let him come along. What will you say? Let us defeat the dragon together, you say to him. You are sure his power and knowledge will come in handy against the beast, and you realize with a grin he will be so happy just to come along that he will not want a share of the reward. Bruno is happy he can continue the journey, but Oreo stops him before he can get carried away. You must stay here and study, Oreo says. Bruno explains that the journey thus far has taught him the splendor of nutrition, and he now wishes to travel the world to deepen his knowledge. After hearing his son out, Oreo suddenly removes his glasses, and in the blink of an eye, the flesh of Bruno's cheeks, pectorals, and abdomen recess. And Bruno is lifted off his feet with a dull roar. Your eyes go wide at Oreo's assault, which was too fast for your eyes to catch. Knowledge of nutrition can help save lives, but also strike down enemies, Oreo says softly. Wow, nutrition is incredible, Ridis marvels, not putting too much thought into the events before her. Knowledge is the true power. You tremble, never wanting to make an enemy of Oreo. Though Oreo still deems his son's knowledge insufficient, he tells him to travel the world and surpass him someday. Thank you, Father, Bruno says from the ground, moved to tears by the strength of Oreo's knowledge. So it comes to pass that you journey to the tower with Bruno to find the roaring beast.
Bruno joined the dragon hunting party.
Yet another colorful character.
Yes. Journey toward the tower that stands southwest of Shoreland. In Shoreland, the strapping father and son dedicate themselves to nutrition. The father suppresses his son, claiming knowledge is power. The son resists, claiming power is power. With the aid of both, their exhausted comrade springs back to life. After learning prominent information from the father, the party heads to the imposing tower near the shore where monsters nest, to find the source of that roar that shakes the land. And what should they find there at? The dragon's tower. Not the dragon, probably. Shoreland, job completed. Journey to the tower, the southwest. Fuck. Filter necessary requirements so long. Oreo's flip side story. Well, we'll be checking that out, and then I'll be ending the stream, I think. Oreo develops various supplements at his nutrition clinic in Shoreland, for which he even gave the royal family in lieu of tax once, or so he claims. He'll tell you men keep nutritional secrets to avoid disclosing his... He'll tell you men keep nutritional secrets to avoid disclosing his formula, but he'll know that it's nothing like the Ivory Order's medicine. Rumor is, though, that boogers are involved. What? The fuck? Nothing here. So we'll see him again, I assume. I forgot to save. But yeah, anyways, that's not what I wanted. I need to stop that. Anyways, so yeah. Just like that, we're done with today's stream. As for the people watching over on YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope for both the people in stream and the people watching this on YouTube that I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I only stopped the stream.